Guys, this is real Beyonce moment. So with the win and everything, and this wig is not laid down enough for that.
What about me? Is there like a
should we swap sides?
introduction that I?
Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself? Shall I let you introduce yourself?
Like, what do I say? Like,
you can say whatever.
Oh, because you are a YouTuber, so you would know more. Like some are.
no.
Also,
I haven't done YouTube in like
I would have just been
2
like
years.
the fiercest of the fierce. Ayo.
Okay, no, I actually don't want to introduce myself. You guys can just introduce me.
well,
Are we
guys,
rolling?
yeah,
Oh my
we're
God, I'm
rolling.
gonna have to cut all that out. Okay, so welcome back, guys. No, you're good.
To be up more. Okay.
I don't want this blocking your face, baby.
Yeah, just do like that.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Please, they
I'm
need to
kinda
see your face.
soft-spoken,
This
so-
money making face. We're gonna get views because of his face.
Period.
Welcome back to GTG, baby.
You know the vibes, but you know.
Oh my God, you have to do it.
I have to
'cause
do
Ree's not
both.
here.
Yeah,
Ree
Ree's-
always says you know the vibes. I
So I have
love
to do
that.
both.
So Ree's not here today, but she's all well. So it's just us, and we have a very special
Special
guest.
special.
Mrs. Ayo Fierce.
Yes,
the fiercest
sir.
of the fierce, the baddest. Do you know what? I hate to say it, but you know, this is a baddie. Again, you know, Ireland's
Guys,
rep for
stop.
baddies, but
Stop.
look at this face.
Stop.
It pays bills.
Stop. My head is
Quite literally.
It actually pays bills.
Quite literally.
Our girl is doing so well in
Yeah.
the industry. We're
She
so
is.
happy to have you here, babe.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
We love that. We love that.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are
How's
you
your
guys?
week been?
My week has been. I've actually had a very lazy week. I haven't worked at all week. Like I haven't done anything this
Sometimes
week.
you need those type of weeks.
You know you
though.
do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish I could say the same. So that was my first week. This was my first week back since my accident, and the Lord Jesus,
Goodness me.
they really work. They're making me work for this money. They said you were at home for free for a month, so you didn't make up for it.
You know when your job reminds you that you're getting paid for the job.
Constantly.
You know, like they're so
ready
wicked.
to marry
Like,
rich.
yeah, I'm not gonna
Just
lie.
need to find them though.
But I can't relate. I won't lie. So
What do you mean?
Damn.
I'm self-employed.
Okay, so
Is-
But I
Business
used to
women.
relate.
Business
I used to
women.
relate.
what's got gone?
Do you like the corporate world better or the self-employed world better?
I think the non-self-employed world is definitely like a lot safer.
Really?
Yeah, I think being self-employed is really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, and sometimes I wish I just had like, you know, something that was a lot more secure.
Yeah, I get you.
But like I don't get sick leave. I don't get whatever. If God forbid something was happened to my enemy today,
Shit.
I can't pay my bills next month. You know, then that's it. You know, so there's just that there
Yeah.
as well. Like there's not like a safety like pillow I can like fall back
But
on.
God will provide that you'll be making money in your sleep.
Amen in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Right. Sorry, guys. I know I sound a bit down, but I actually have had a week. I'm extremely tired, but that will not stop me bringing the vibes.
There we go.
Let's start with gist of the week.
Okay.
And there's a lot is happening in this world. A lot is happening.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I should start with Love Island or like what should I even start off with? But you don't watch Love Island.
I don't watch
Okay, I won't start off with Love Island. Let's start off with Keke Palmer's situation. Did you hear about that?
Oh,
Yeah.
So basically, Keke Palmer's, is it like what, baby daddy? It's not
yeah,
husband, is it?
Not husband,
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Basically, he indirected her on Twitter. So imagine like your baby daddy indirecting you on Twitter, saying that like, oh, you're the mother of my child. Why'd you have your cheeks out?
That wasn't indirecting. That was directing.
It was proper
There was
direct.
none indirect about
There was
it.
No, if he was
mistake, there
was
her.
bad, he would have said Keke Palmer at Keke Palmer.
No, but it was like
Oh, no, but it was
he reposted a
blatantly-
video of her
yeah.
and said you are
The
a
video
mom.
was attached.
Okay, fair. Oh yeah, okay. I saw that this morning, but I saw the
tweet first.
paragraph tweet first. So yeah, what you guys feel about that?
He's insecure. He's given
I
big
don't
time
even think
insecure.
it's a case of insecurity. I just think it's really childish to address something online.
Yeah,
Like it's
I
okay
agree.
for you to feel uncomfortable that somebody is wearing something. If you feel that way, you feel that way. Cool.
Yeah.
But there's like mature ways to handle that. Not to
100%.
come online and be because you know what that's gonna do.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna have those conversations at home. But the reason why I say it's insecure is because he actually posted a video or a photo of Keke while she was pregnant. She was half naked. Like she was covering her boobs. She was only wearing like I think like see-through tights or something or
Shit.
leggings. So it's even more invasive than
Yeah.
that original photo. And he was the one who took that previous photo. So why is this a problem?
Even the
Is
one-
it 'cause Usher's in it.
It's control. No, it's control. The moral of the story is just watch who you have a kid with.
Facts.
To be honest, because
Hey yo,
No, she's speaking dead
Yo,
ass facts.
yeah.
Because it was fine when she was pregnant, but now that's the mother of his kid. he feels like he has a say in what she can and can't wear. And Keke is the
Literally
type
mother
of
of his kid, not like wife.
Not, I saw a
Not
tweet
any of that.
my friend Jordan put up, and she was like, if he's so into traditional roles, why didn't you marry her?
Shit.
Yeah, you want to comment on how she dresses and what she wears, but there's no ring on her finger.
Shit.
It's true.
You know what? Yeah, I also was like reading tweets and stuff, and people were saying that like he doesn't even care about what she's wearing. It's his ego in regards to the whole Usher concert. Someone said this like on Twitter, and I really liked it. It goes, the internet got under that man's skin and caused him to act emotionally. She was having fun with the biggest male R&B act to ever go live. As a man, we are closed minded. Oh wait, I don't know about that. Sorry, but yes, I feel like maybe it was his ego, and obviously like you know.
She looked good. She
looks really good.
And I think it's kind of hurts him that she still looks so good.
After again, right? And someone actually said that he's the stay-at-home dad. She's the one out there making the bills.
Shit.
Yeah. So you know what? I hear it. I think it's ego.
Let's even talk about like you know the flip side of like Sierra and her.
Russell.
Yeah, like obviously Sierra is married, and like obviously she wore something even more like revealing than Keke
on the red carpet.
and
That's
like
actually true.
yeah. So like, what do you guys feel about that in comparison to the whole Keke situation?
I didn't actually see Sarah's outfit.
Girl,
Okay, girl.
I'm gonna show you.
It was really, really see-through. But Russell
Isn't that like out of character for her though?
It is out of character.
Yeah.
She went for like a red carpet thing. It was a red carpet event, so her and her mans were at it. But like Russell and Sierra are celebrating 7 years of marriage right now, and their relationship is like none.
But the thing is, if they went together, like he would have known her outfit before this anyway.
100%. But see,
And I'm sure even whatever his name is, the baby daddy of
Keke Palmer,
would have also seen her before she left the house.
the problem is that it was Usher. That's what I still think the problem was.
Also, like, do you guys think she was wrong for like she took?
That's not an outfit.
I basically just showed her Sierra's outfit.
The photo.
Do you know that Keke Palmer took a video, right? And she was at the concert, and it was like obviously Usher had like gone topless, and she was like this. Do you think someone? Because I do feel like Keke Palmer's baby daddy is her boyfriend, right? You can say that.
Boyfriend and.
No, but like imagine like gassing another man.
But if you're hurt, why are you hurt online?
Yes, that's the actually main problem, because that's a family issue, and you're out here slandering your baby moms on
like
Twitter.
No. I'm saying, was Keke doing too much in regards to that video she took?
Do
you know the selfie video she took?
No, but I'm still gonna judge.
But no matter what you do, no matter how much you do, I could do the most in this world. As a man, if you have to react online, then you're weak. Sorry.
Okay.
She said what she said.
She didn't say what she said. Like,
she said
how am I gonna offend my man? And the first thing he's gonna do is go to Twitter and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and also I feel like it's Usher. It's not a normal.
True.
Like that's probably her childhood crush or whatever. Like I had a crush on Usher when I was 10. Yeah. Like, and now he's up here in like Las Vegas or wherever it is, you know.
You know what someone said on Twitter. Right? Sorry guys, I'm on Twitter like almost all the time. But basically, Rugger had a concert, and this girl with a boyfriend came on the stage, and sorry, English is hard. Rugger said, "Say F you to your boyfriend," and she did it. 2 middle fingers, F you like that, and she did it.
For that dwarf.
Rugger is very cute.
He's cute, but he's also a dwarf. I didn't realize how short it was until he came to Ireland.
I'm short, so
what do you guys feel about that now? So if that guy was to go on Twitter and go on a rant, is he allowed?
Because she disrespected, I would keep my mouth quiet. So I'm going to well,
I mean, like,
that's public embarrassment. Like what she did to her man. That's completely wrong.
That's mad embarrassing. Like
saying
someone said that
to your mans in front of the artist.
Literally, like I just feel like.
Fair.
I don't know. I do feel like
he's standing right there. That's embarrassing. Like you embarrassing.
Oh, he was there.
He was
there.
there.
She brought them up on stage, and she goes to her man's.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's City Girls Up or.
You never actually know what the situation is. It could have been a thing where like maybe he's just cheated on her recently and she's getting a lick back, or like you don't know.
If that's the case, but she wouldn't know the Rouger would bring her up. And then also, if your man cheats on you, why are you going to consider him?
You never know. Some people might want to give things a second chance. You never know. It may not be a healthy relationship in the first stage. The relationship may be toxic in the first stage, so you never know.
I feel like relationships like go up and down. Like, do you get me?
Yes.
But also, one more thing I wanted to bring up as well is like basically Mark Zuckerberg, he posted his family on his Instagram page, and someone rudely said, "You're a billionaire and you married that," and like she's just a woman who just had a kid, Asian woman. Do you get me? And it's just kind of like, okay, would you rather the woman that's going? Now I'm not saying I'm not saying anything about Keke Palmer, but would you? But like, you guys are looking at the woman that's going half naked
But
to
Mark's wife is a beautiful woman.
she is.
Full stop. That's his type. Full
But,
stop.
but she doesn't look like what typically
society
billionaires.
thinks
And Roswell, you were
billionaires
saying
should
in the
be.
car,
What does a billionaire's wife look like?
You know, they
they
But
think
there's levels to billionaires though.
Yeah.
There's billionaires who are like artists, celebrities, or whatever. But normal everyday billionaires, people that make stupid money from
I think I saw
things as small as like
Yeah.
toothbrushes or whatever.
I saw
What does
like
a billionaire's wife look like?
a comparison of like they expect billionaires' wives to look like Donald Trump's
Trump's
wife,
wife.
Melania
Yeah.
Trump, but it's like the thing that it's so mad is that like the things that she may find valuable in life may not be plastic surgery, may not
doesn't
be
even
Gucci
like him.
bags. Like
She doesn't even like Trump.
Melania Trump 100% doesn't like it. I look at Jeff Bezos' wife who has taken half of everything. Like this doesn't seem like the person who actually cares that much about money. Like when people see a genuine relationship where people are happy, it's mad how society thinks it's okay to break it down because it's
Yeah.
not up to what
It's
you think
the standards of
are.
which is
You
so.
don't know their happiness behind closed doors.
The fact that she's pregnant or she just had her baby says they're obviously happy.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's a little bit bad to have a baby's dad's happy. Oh.
Yo,
I've seen her. I think they look together.
Yeah,
I think they suit
suit
each
each
other.
other. Because he's also not a very flashy millionaire.
he's not. He's very low key.
Very, very low key.
Yeah.
That's why he has money.
But yeah, that even allows us to like tap into the point that like I recently I've noticed for a while. You know how people look at someone and like want their life, and then like you okay, obviously you want their life because of all the stuff you're seeing, but you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Like I learned the hard way. Like I used to look up to these people, these influencers as well, and like then I hear stuff and I'm just like, oh, but I don't want that. Do you get me? But yeah, Roz, you had a story actually that like
there was something that I was reading on Twitter, and it was this girl. She was in church and she had this like couple in front of her, and the pastor was like, okay, it's time for everybody to pray, but she got so distracted by the couple because she like saw them and they looked like they were so in love. He was like whispering in her hair, they were kiki and laughing, touching, all of that. She was like, God, I want a relationship like that. And she was like, as the surface regrets, she just couldn't stop looking at them. She was like, I want a marriage like that. And then she said the husband decided to like leave to go outside to go grab the kid or something, and as he left, the wife picked up his phone and was taking screenshots of messages in his phone. And she said in that moment she learned a very valuable lesson of to like don't judge what you're seeing in front of you, because it's not always what you think it seems. That there's so many things going on in people's lives that are in hidden closets that you don't know. So just because you see people being successful and happy, you don't know the pain and the burdens that come with their success and their happiness.
I just feel like genuinely just like practice being content with your own life, because you never know.
Prayerful that you
never
just
know.
don't have to go through certain things that people go through. Just be prayerful.
Yeah.
Because the same way you're praying for people's success, you don't know that you're praying for the bad things as well that come along with it. It's crazy.
Imagine like, let's say for example, right, you see this couple, right? You see this couple and like you're just like, oh, I want a relationship like this, I want a relationship like this. You pray to God, I want a relationship like this. You get the relationship like that and his private part is small. What are you gonna do then? You ask God for this. No, but like you ask God, okay, where do we go from here now? Okay, let's say for example, because there's many examples. Let's say for example, let's do a guy version. You see a guy and a girl, right? And like they look so happy, they're going on mad holidays, you know what I mean? Like they have bare properties in Nigeria. You pray to God, you want that specific relationship. You get the girl, she's a witch. What are you doing now?
That's scary.
I think it's always been very dangerous to pray for something that other people have.
Bro.
And luckily, like I've never really had that, like I've never really felt the urge myself to pray that, oh, I want to be like this person, I want to be like that, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just like you don't know what they've had to do to get that. You
Yeah.
don't know what that. There's a lot of blessings that come with a lot of burdens, and sometimes you're not able to carry the burden that comes with the blessing. Like having like even like being a millionaire, there's a lot of burdens that come with
You're
that.
not built for it.
And
It's okay.
they may be able to carry it, but maybe you in the way you
Your
currently
capacity.
are, you're not currently able to.
You don't have the
carry
facilities for
And
that
if
big
God
man.
was to give you that exactly right then,
You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Nah, like
So
maybe like
I know for a fact, I don't think I could handle a millionaire business. I think so. I feel like if I was to become a millionaire, it should be like win the law. I didn't have to work hard for it. Because when you do it through a business, you have to maintain it. Yo.
but even if you said you won the lotto now, like unless everybody knows, you're so open to then attacks from every
That's true.
physical attacks, spiritual attacks. There's like everything comes with something.
even like, for example, I think at one point, maybe I was young, like I used to look at pastors and pastors' wives as like, you know, the it couple, something I want to be. But pastors are exposed to a lot of spiritual attack because they're like at the forefront at the heat of the war. You know, in the Bible when is it King David sent that guy to the heat of the war and he died? Like, do you know that Bible?
I don't actually know.
Bathsheba? It's not Bathsheba. It is.
I just recently bought a Bible after having T-block hair, and you people are doing Bible word teacher. I said I need some improvement. I got a really cute Bible. It's called She Knows the Truth Bible. Cost me like 50 quid.
We'll put the link in the description.
I think I've been wanting to get that. Yeah.
Girl, it's so worth it. It is so cute. It comes with a map and everything, and you can see like timelines. It shows you all the cities.
Customs.
So what customs? What's the custom?
Did you not get it on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, the customs. Customs is
Girl,
expensive.
I didn't get it. It didn't come. I'm gonna send you the link. It was €50.
We'll put the link in the
Without
description
without
box.
Customs. I don't think it came with customs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. And I got it in pink leather. It's real cute. And I got the little things for me to pull out the Bible stuff. Sorry, I'm so excited about my Bible.
I'm wanting all the highlights.
You should have brought it here and put it here on the table.
Don't worry, I'll bring it. Right now, it's beside my bed.
What's called? One more thing I also wanted to bring up, like last gist of the week, is Naomi Campbell, 53, just welcomed a baby. I didn't know you could have babies past 53.
The baby, yes, but the PLT collab?
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that.
I'm excited for that PLT collab. I'm not gonna lie.
She's having these babies through surrogacy.
Fairs.
But I
like,
think the collab was not something that she should have done.
Really? Why?
I don't think she's on the level for PLT.
At all.
Fairs.
So out of their league.
Fairs.
It's like, why would you completely, like, why even think to go there?
But like when you're so at the top,
They
right?
must be
It's good to
paying her
invest in
some
little
serious
side
money.
hustles.
Or
She's
maybe
about to have a
doing it
baby.
for
Maybe
us
just like
pitiful
little.
folk.
Yeah.
And she's like, let me make sure the
Pitiful folk.
But there's other, if she wanted to do high fashion, I feel like there's still other
brands.
Zara.
Poly, Zara.
But do you know what's why? Do you
PLT
think
is like,
Poly can afford her or PLT? Because PLT
Yeah.
is because they're so affordable. They have so much money.
Yeah. And I just feel like it's a little side business. Do you get me?
It wasn't
To be honest,
exhibition.
Poly, because Shane could probably afford Naomi.
Shein could afford
Really?
Naomi.
Yeah.
Because so many people buy off of it. All those fast fashions, they're
Shane
making
could afford
mad money.
Shane afforded what's this guy's name? Khloe Kardashian.
Mm.
Damn.
Remember they did a collab.
Damn.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Shit.
see it. I don't
That
shop
was
on
a while
Shein.
ago.
But like,
She got so much hate for it.
really,
Yeah, because she was supporting high fashion, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
even high fashion stuff. Let me not even get into that. But like, to be honest with you, do you know the pressure?
Is that the right word? It's high fashion, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Fast
like
fashion.
fast fashion.
Fast fashion, yeah. Sorry.
But like, you see the pressure that women have to get in relationships because their eggs are slowly drifting away. That's why like the whole Naomi Campbell having a baby at 53 is like,
Thank God for science. First things first.
you know, like, is there still, should there still be that pressure to have a relationship to? Because obviously I imagine that people
I
don't just
think-
want babies by themselves. They
But
want
you
to
know
actually
what
be in
the
love and
problem
relationship.
is that
Go on.
IVF is so expensive.
Yeah, it's not for
It's not
everyone's
like
bank account.
the average Joes have to save up years, depending on what country you're in as well. If you're in like to the country of America, because of like their healthcare, there.
150K.
Oh, ship.
Man, in America, they'll charge you down if you're in surgery. They'll charge you down to the cotton wool you use. They charge you per hour of your surgery because
Wow.
the doctors rent the operations rooms according to hours. So it's like, so when you're paying a hospital, it's not like you're
It's
when you pay your
Airbnb.
bill, it's not like you're paying the
Or like
hospital.
hotel.
You're paying the doctor for their
Or
services,
medical.
and the doctor has to calculate the time that he spent in that room, and all the other people in there. They get charged for
Yeah.
all of that. So we're very lucky for our healthcare system in Ireland.
Yeah.
But it's like women. That whole biological clock thing is mad. And if you're someone like Naomi who has had such an insane career, someone like her couldn't be pregnant with the fashion shows and stuff. Like,
oh, yeah,
when
true.
you deep it, that's 9 months you're gone. And by the looks of it, she also wants to be someone who actually takes care of her kids and is involved in her kids'
But you
life.
see, that was her choice. If she wanted to say,
Yeah.
okay, I want to stop and have kids now, she could have.
But that's why I think
Yeah.
she's doing it now. She's doing it without a man.
Yeah, so it's cool.
The man was never the issue for her per se.
Yeah.
I think it was just she wanted to hit the peak of her career
First.
and then have her kids, which is exactly what she's doing now. And this is why I say thank God for science, because if it wasn't for science, she wouldn't be able to do this.
True.
Which is crazy. And it's like, it's also, I feel like men don't actually understand those pressures.
No.
Like, I think, was it Tony Tone put up a tweet where she said that, like, something she's realized now is that all of her friends are not going to have babies till they're in their 30s, which is geriatric pregnancies, which are dangerous, high-risk pregnancies for having kids with, like, Down syndrome. But that's starting to become a lot of women's reality.
No,
Because
yeah.
even let's not lie, because of the way the world is going now, a lot of us aren't actually financially stable enough to have kids in our 20s anymore.
I feel like we're still about to have a baby boom.
A baby boom.
I won't lie, a lot of
I
people
won't
have
lie,
been pregnant
A
though.
lot of people are pregnant at the moment.
I'm trying to dodge that
Baby.
gas to get. No,
I feel like a baby boom is like around the corner.
really.
It happens every few years, isn't it?
Yeah,
The first baby boom was the pandemic because that's all everybody was doing when they were home.
true.
Like every few years there'll be a baby boom.
But yo, this world's getting overcrowded.
Damn.
There's a lot of
Is it
people.
still?
The population is crazy. Like when you deep it, like the quality of life is way better now than back in the days. People aren't dying the way they used to. Like there's no plagues out here killing nobody.
True.
Like I suffer from like coronavirus, which we also, I'm not gonna lie, low key feel like it was planted. I don't believe it came from China. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything is planted.
Oh no, I
think it's
definitely feel like it
planted.
was very
They
was
thought the world was
man-made.
overpopulated, so they went, let's wipe out a couple.
Everything
Shit.
is man-made. If it wasn't here when we got here, then it was man-made.
Yeah.
Came out some way.
a lot of things weren't here when we got here. Definitely
know?
man-made. But look, you're an influencer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you feel like you worked for that title or it was dropped upon you?
I definitely worked for it. And the same time, it was also dropped.
Balance.
Explain.
Yeah, go on.
I want to know more
So-
about how you got into it.
This is how my career started.
Let's go. Story time.
So, when I was in secondary school, I wanted to be just like Nella Rose.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Dublin, I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to be like Nella. I started my YouTube channel before I got into college. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm a YouTuber now. Cool. Before, I was living in Westmeath. So for some reason, by the time I got to Dublin, people kind of already knew me. And not as a YouTuber, but just as somebody from Instagram, even though I was not like an Instagram or whatever. But I have always been like kind of like a, would I say a fashionista? I've always liked taking pictures. So I would have had pictures up on my page anyway.
Yeah.
Just because like I got that from my mom as well. My mom is really into pictures and videos and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So people kind of already knew my name when I got to Dublin. So at the time though, it was crazy because I used to get made fun of all the time for not knowing how to dress.
Oh, shit. Insert
Because-
picture. I'm joking.
Because coming from like like where I grew up, like I grew up like playing on like hay barrels and stuff, and like
That's exactly
in
how I
the
grew up.
cows and stuff. Like I had
Yeah.
I had the
Hey.
best childhood. Like it was so fun. But like I used to do stuff like wear like fluffy socks and like Air Forces and like
Shit.
skinny jeans and like I don't know, sweaters. Like and to me, I didn't care because you don't care about like what you're wearing like in the
Yeah.
country. Like it's just people aren't like vain, I guess. People aren't like all looking to see what everybody's wearing. Everyone's just wearing like leggings and a hoodie or whatever. So I got to Dublin and I was very much an oddball. Like everyone would be calling me like a coachie and like making fun of what I was wearing and whatever. And even like with wigs, like I think I was wearing like my mama's wigs or whatever. But I was still like considered a pretty girl regardless of whatever I was wearing or whatever I was doing. So what then happened is I was taking YouTube very serious. I was dropping a video like every week. Like YouTube was my dream. And then what happened? I was supposed to be working for this company. Basically scouted me, like this UK based company, and it was supposed to be like for, I think it was like for music videos and stuff.
Okay.
I wasn't really sure, but it was supposed to be like outside of the UK based, like I don't know, around like Spain or them type of countries. Because the first song that I was promoting was a Spanish song anyway. So from there, I had to do some like casting videos and stuff. And for every time I would take a casting video, I would just like take a picture for Instagram. And then once I'd post on Instagram, the blue, I just started going viral, I guess, from there. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, like Instagram is like responding to whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm normally doing and just post whenever I want to post.
Yeah.
And then I kept on going, and then my pictures just like kept on going like viral and viral and viral, and I was hitting like 1K likes and this many likes. Like imagine just having like 2K followers and hitting 1K likes. You know,
Yeah,
for
that
me,
is,
it was like
That is a lot.
That's obvious. The picture bangs.
Yeah, 100%.
So like I was like, okay, like, you know, it is what it is, let me just chill. And my following started growing. Like let's say like I was gaining like 1K followers a month or 1K every 2 months.
Okay.
And then when I hit 4K followers, then that's when I got offered my first gifting, which was for PLT actually.
Okay.
So I was like, at 4K, this is crazy because I hadn't seen anybody around me who was like
Doing
getting that at like with that little amount of followers.
Yeah.
So then that's when PLT came in. That's when what brand is this brand called again?
There's many brands. Many brands.
I can't remember, but I remember it was like big brands like following each other, like PLT, Misguided, Missy Empire. Like they were all like, it was just right
names,
after.
yeah.
And I was just getting giftings and giftings and giftings and giftings, and I was like, oh my god, like what's going on? So this time I was also studying, and I was doing like a lot of stuff on my own, so it was kind of like really difficult for me, doing nursing and also working and paying rent and stuff like that. So things did get like quite like overwhelming and difficult for me. So at some stage, when life got really tough, I had to sit down myself, because I was really about to die, guys. Like I was really about to. I had to choose between life or death.
Oh my god.
So I had to sit down with myself, and it's like, do you choose to live or do you choose to die? Because if you choose to live, then you have to defer. You have to take a break from college. You have to take a break for all of this. You need to sort out yourself.
Yeah.
You need to sort out yourself, because I was having so many situations like with my mental health and stuff, and like I'd be in with like the doctors, and they'd be telling me that you have to stop working, and I'm like, cool, I will stop working. Cool, but are you gonna pay my rent if I stop working? Like the solutions that they were giving me was making like zero sense, like whatsoever. So I was like, I needed to make my own decision myself, so I decided to defer. And then when I decided to defer, obviously I could still work like in the medical ground, but then I decided, I was doing so well already on Instagram. I think I was at like maybe over 10K followers at this point, and I was making small money off of Instagram. So I sat myself down with myself and with God, and I just felt like God told me that like I was supposed to drop everything and just focus on what it is that I actually want to do. So I stopped working, I stopped doing everything, and said, okay, I'm just gonna like look at Instagram and see what's going on with Instagram. And then that's when I started doing it full time. I didn't start doing it full time when I started making like money. I just made a decision to, I'm gonna like pursue this. So I started to pursue it, and then like just a lot of opportunities started coming in for me. And it was a case where, because I am a Black Irish influencer, there was not like a lot of Black Irish influencers. So like there was a huge niche for diversity. This is also the times of, obviously the pandemic was there, the times of the George Floyd situation. And that time every company wanted to push, especially Irish companies or the Irish scene, they needed to push Black people forward, to the forefront. So I was like the token Black girl in a lot of situations, or in a lot of shoots, and a lot of whatever. They'd put me there even if they don't have the shades for my skin tone, or they don't have whatever. They'd put me there, and I'm like, look, listen, I'm getting paid, like I don't really care. So I'd be there. And then, long story short, I just worked my way up in regards to connections. Like just so many doors were opening, like left, right, and center. And it was just like, yeah, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And it took like a lot of work. It took like a lot of work and like persistence and just like mental strength. And it takes a lot to be doing something full time, unless I post a picture and the picture doesn't do as well as I need it to do, or randomly my insights completely drop for this week, or I go for a month where I don't gain any followers, or I don't do whatever, but you still have to push and you still have to do it. So like it definitely took like a lot of like focus, and then I got to like a stable place of like stable income, where I was now able to travel whenever I wanted to, or like, and which was all beneficial to me, because when I travel and I take content, like it's all like pretty good for me. But it was, I would say like it was actually genuinely very, very, very difficult. And because it's what I was doing full time, I was not getting money from anywhere except from Instagram. The way I would have to manage my money was like, I had a very, very, very tight budget. And like to other people, it would look like, oh, she's living life, she's doing great,
I was literally going to say that. Like, people will look at you and be like, oh, she puts living life. But no, there's a lot of hard work that does go into this, as you're hearing.
There was a lot. I'm only just like teaching or allowing myself to actually spend my own money on buying things that I like, or like buying clothes. I did not buy anything for myself for like 2 years. I didn't buy myself clothes, shoes, hair. I was basically just wearing and proposing, like, I just owned whatever companies wanted me to own. Hair products, skincare products. Like, I would not buy, it was never in my budget to spend. If it's not on food and transport and my phone bill and my rent or whatever, I'm not spending on anything else. So my budget was very, very tight. And to other people, you know, it's gonna look like, oh, like she's living great or whatever. But like, I was always like very smart about what I was doing. So I'm at the stage now where like I'm in a financial position to spend and buy like whatever I want. I'm free to do it, but I still kind of have the mindset of I'm not free to spend however I want, because I was in that space for so long of having to be so tight with things. But yeah, like even joining the agency I'm with now, like when I joined, and I would at first, like, I wasn't really getting jobs like the first few months, and then as I got into it, like the kind of contracts I was seeing, it was like me, like I could get like 2-3K contracts in a month. That's 6K.
Wow.
And but the way invoices work, it may take me 3 months to get that money. It may take some time to get that money, but it's still a brand saying that, okay, we are willing to spend this much money on content that you are going to give me. So if one brand is willing to spend like 3K on me for a 2-month contract or whatever, like how much money can I actually make out of this? Do you know what I mean? And it was like just so many things, like brands I've worked with Boots, I've worked with so many brands that I never would have even thought. And then even like invites, getting invited to like places, or getting invited to like pure trips, or like I got my first invite to Longitude this year, and like Electric Picnic and stuff. And I'm not a festival goer, but like it's the fact that I was still invited, and it's the fact that like big brands in the country would have, like, if they were thinking of people to use, like I would come into their head, you know what I mean?
Which is great.
And it did take a lot of like putting myself out there, because I am someone who would suffer with anxiety a lot, and I would have to put myself in places that I'm uncomfortable with and comfortable in to make myself seen to specific people that I would need to see me. So I would go to all these like events, you know, talk with certain people, and I had people who would introduce me to certain people, and just make sure that like I'm actually in the scene where like it's beneficial. And it gets to a point where it's like minimum effort, maximum results. Whereas at the start it was like maximum effort, minimum results.
That's the key.
I kind of want to say, I feel like you're kind of made for this.
It's giving purpose.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, what you said there about you having to let go of like your career to like sit down and say this is what I want, I was like, that takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to be able to make, and you're young as well, so for you to make up your mind like that and be like, this is my purpose, this is what I'm gonna do. Katya did the same. Katya was like, I'm not happy in this job, I'm gonna
Katya's
focus
doing
on this.
amazing.
You're doing amazing. Girl, this is something she's Katya, I'm not gonna lie,
Katya's doing amazing.
Katya's like paving massive ways for black women right now.
Like she's gone clear.
She's gone clear.
And I'd be frank with you guys. You and also Katya, tip of the iceberg.
I'm not gonna lie.
Tip of the iceberg.
Can I even say something? I could have sworn there was a time where your Instagram page got hacked or taken over or something.
Do you know what? Like, that's when I realized that was also a lesson for me. When my Instagram page got taken away from me, this was my life, my income, my everything. When this disappeared, for the 2 days that it disappeared, my life was over. I have no way to support myself.
It was only 2 days it was gone. You got it back.
Yeah, I got it back.
Thank God.
But in those days, the way that my head was thinking, I just felt like God was just telling me that you can't.
So did someone like try and hack you?
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened was...
you were saying about the God bit, because I cut you off, I'm sorry.
So I felt like those 2 days that it was gone, God was telling me that this can't be your only source of income, and that you have to look into other things as well, like if it's TikTok, if it's YouTube, or if it's whatever, if you want to start business, whatever, but you can't focus on this one thing. And it's the same with anybody, like anybody can get like fired from work or whatever, and I could always go back to health, I could always do whatever, but like I felt like it was God telling me that I need to like just broaden like what
branch out.
But oh my God, was it scary. Apparently people were reporting me for being a fake page, so I had to prove to Instagram. I had to like send them my passport picture, and I had to like take a picture of myself. I had to write down a number on a piece of paper, take a picture of myself beside the paper with the number on it. Then I had to take another picture of myself with my passport picture in my hand beside my face to prove that I am me. So please God, I get verified soon. I don't ever have to worry about that again. But yeah, like I was being accused of not being me. And I was like, if
She
I'm
said-
not me,
she
then
said
who
she's
is
unreal.
me?
Imagine someone just
She's
hating on you
unreal.
for being pretty.
But
Literally.
the thing is, for my page to get taken down for it, that means that there had to be like a lot of reports.
Wait, actually,
So
do you
know
get...
what?
Sorry.
People, sorry. No, go on.
Do you get, like, hate comments in the requests?
Yeah.
Shit, what's-
Like I have some like a lot of, so there's a lot of people very angry that I'm able to make money from Instagram, and they'll be like, all you do is just think that you can just be pretty and just sit down on Instagram and just
my
everything will be done for
gosh.
you, whatever.
This was kind of like leading into what I was gonna say. I said it's so mad that like people come across your photo and think, nah, she can't be real.
No, but I feel like it's so tough because, like, even just to piggyback on that, right? I feel like people think pretty girls have it easy, but it's not the
Do you know
case.
what?
The amount of things I've heard from girls who I do think are absolutely gorgeous, like, their lives aren't easy.
Let me even dive into that because I've lived a little bit of your life before I went into like my professional thing. So I did Miss Carlo, and then I was signed to Assets. So I used to do like catwalk modeling and kind of stuff like that. So I understand the whole invoice thing. I'd be doing shows and not being paid until like months after. My family also don't live in this country, so I was fully independent at the age of 20, paying my bills, paying my rent. There was one time, I laugh about this today because it's really funny, but I crashed, like my system shut down. I was going to like college, going from college to hop on a bus, going to a fashion show, coming back, going back to college the next day, going to my other job at the restaurant. I wasn't sleeping. It got to a point where there was one day I left class early because I was like, I'm so tired. So I didn't even walk to my own house. I walked to my friends because their house was closer. Guys, I fell asleep with my eyes wide open. The girls were calling me and they were like, and you know what's mad? I thought I was responding to them. I could hear their voices and they were like shaking me and like my eyes were, but I was asleep. I couldn't see jack shit, but my eyeballs were like...
That is crazy.
They all sat me down and they were like, they had an intervention and they were like, something has to go. And because I think at that point I was like in my second or third year of college, I couldn't just drop college. I didn't have my parents to like go to. So college had to become my priority.
Yeah.
Susie, working my job. So that was where I kind of like frayed from doing the whole modeling thing. I had to pick one or the other. So like I completely understand you where you say like it was really a life or death situation. Because if I kept going like that, I would have had like hypertension and killed myself because I was not sleeping.
It's not for the weak. Like
It's
that's
really
what,
not.
even back to like what I said about like people looking at you and saying they want your life. You don't even know if you can hack it.
No.
A lot of people could not have.
Do you know what? Yeah, my Instagram exists because of this beautiful babe to the right called Demi Lade, and you guys, I swear to God, it really does. Because if she doesn't take my photos, it's not getting up. Because the work to get your lights right, to bring your tripod, to
You see,
find
it's always
the
good
outfits.
to have friends that like can support you.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And I'm
It's a
not
lot of
gonna
work.
lie, your photos are also insanely creative. My favorite photo of you is one that I think someone took up, like you were on the stairs or something. And someone must have taken from the top, like the top bit. You were like laid back on like a staircase or something. I was like, I sat there and I was like, who would have thought to take that? Like the fact that you're so creative with your photos. I'm gonna find the photo. That was my favorite photo of you. And like even just how you pair a lot of your fashion and stuff like that, it's actually, I feel like you either have a knack for it or you don't.
I feel like I'm still getting there with fashion.
Really?
I'm definitely still getting. I don't dress the way I want to dress yet. There's a lot of, I've noticed for myself a lot lately when brands are like looking to work with me and I'm scrolling through their pages. I'm like, I see a lot of things that I wouldn't wear. Like I would never just say I'm just gonna wear like a little skimpy dress or
Little
whatever.
dress like that, yeah.
It's just not fashion to me. Like I love like big, like flashy, like boots and like crazy like hats. I love suits and like crazy stuff that I would not be able to afford, but I'm trying to find in fast fashion.
on the Shein.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Nah, I hear you.
I can't wait till I can afford to dress how I would love to dress.
Yeah.
Girl, I've been looking at your shit and I'm like, girl, this is bomb.
I'm getting there slowly though.
I was even gonna ask you pros and cons, but I think you kind of like mentioned everything. Like we can kind of understand your pros and cons in regards to influencing. Obviously, let's say
influencers are broke.
Shit.
All influencers are broke. We don't have no money. We get our hair sent to us. We get our makeup sent to us. We get our clothes sent to us. Our shoes, our bags, our everything. But if you ask us to put money down for something, we don't have.
Not all of us are broke now. But like, I feel like the ones maybe that are, it's their full lifestyle maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not me getting distracted by your Instagram.
But
Influencing is definitely a lifestyle thing. Like even for us that are getting paid. Like I was seeing, what's this babe's name? She's part of like Nella's gang. There's Nella, Adiola, and friend Miriam Musa.
Yeah,
I love Miriam Musa.
We love Mary Musa here.
But she was saying that and I think in a podcast as well, that there was one brand that she did a collab with, and they were paying her 20K, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But for the amount of time that it took her to get that 20K, took between 3 to 6 months.
Damn.
Which is crazy. So we influencers, we constantly have money floating in the air, and it's I can't just go to my landlord and be like, oh, by the way, I just have a few invoices pending, I don't know when it's actually going to get to me, but whatever. And I really feel the government should really intervene and put laws in place.
There should be laws in place, right? I agree with that.
Because there's no reason for you to email me today, I want the job done by 6 p.m. tomorrow, but I won't get the money for 3 months.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not there yet, right? But what's up with these? Let's say for example, they haven't even sent the dress yet, but they want it on Sunday.
Yeah,
why?
They want
We have to find a location. We have to plan our lives don't just revolve around. Do you get me? And obviously, I still have my 9 to 5, so I can't just cool. Do you get me? I just don't. They just. Anyways,
they're very inconsiderate, especially if you're not doing influencing full time. You're not just able to say, okay, this brand emailed me today wanting something, and I have to have it by tomorrow. It's just not possible.
we're gonna do it, but chill.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
She has standards. I'm still in the early running stages. I have to take everything I get.
I'm not gonna do it. And if you tell me you don't like the content more than twice, I'm also not gonna do it.
What they be telling you they don't like it?
You have to also have some self-respect, and especially even working with hair companies. How are you telling me you want me to do 2 videos, 6 pictures, 1 month bio, a TikTok, and you're offering me 150? Are you crazy?
Shit. You have to have standards.
Are you actually?
Even the wig sense doesn't cost that much.
Are you crazy?
It costs the wig they're even sending you costs more than what they're trying to pay you. That's crazy. Man.
And they're and we'll also have usage rights for this for our website and everything, and we can use this for whatever.
I've definitely seen you on AliExpress.
Oh yeah, I've seen myself on AliExpress multiple times.
I saw myself.
I saw Simone did that on. Really?
That's on me on YouTube. They took my photo, the blonde wig.
Really?
Yeah, the one where I'm in my house and I'm just standing. Yeah. They took my wig. It was the company I bought it for, but they didn't even have the right credentials on the screen.
Could you sue? That's
not what I bought.
Could you sue?
Can I sue them?
You can.
Yeah, saw me. I was just scrolling. It was our own YouTube video.
I haven't seen that. Insert picture here.
Let me tell you, these wig companies have no manners. No manners.
No, they be taking. Imagine you're on AliExpress looking for some new hair, and you're seeing your friend wait, did you collab?
You see the way loads of girls always get them text messages of, hey babe, I'm just coming to you as a woman. I'm always getting those text messages of, hey babe, I just seen you on eBay, or hey babe, I just seen you on AliExpress, or I just seen you on this website. I just thought I'd let you know, all the time. I get them
really
every few days.
The minute they see
goodness me,
my pictures are everywhere, and it's what can I do?
I've seen Nina as well.
My Nina or Nina, the other influencer.
Nina influencer.
Damn.
I've seen her on AliExpress.
Is that how we know you're clear?
That's how you know.
People grab your photo.
That photo's paying.
No, guys, that's hilarious though.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I'm so shook.
No consent.
I was just on YouTube looking at a shorts or something, and I scrolled and it was my face.
No
shorts, and I was and it took it straight from my YouTube, not YouTube, my Instagram.
Shit.
I was I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what wig companies are actually doing lately now? They're actually wanting to buy pictures off of you. So I've had a few offers for this over the past few days. They'd be can we buy 4 of your pictures for €50 altogether, just so they can use pictures from other wigs from other companies on their website.
I am so scared of buying wigs on AliExpress now anymore, because it's all fake. Even the comments in there. There was one time I think I saw what's this babe's name? Oh my god, King Karen. I saw a comment from her under an AliExpress page, and I was I'm pretty sure she didn't write that, because it said the country was America, not it didn't even say UK, Ireland.
Shit.
It's in America.
I've definitely seen her on AliExpress as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was her.
We're actually putting you guys on game. Are you women listening?
Everywhere for wigs. Yeah, I understand, because she's a wig influencer.
She's a wig influencer.
It's very easy for them to steal her photo. But it was just people who know you be that's not the country she's from. And that's when I stopped trusting comments. Because I was it's not genuine people anymore.
You need to stop. Let me tell you what happened to me 2 days ago. I can show you guys a message. This company said, we would love to collaborate with you, but we just want to test out the collaboration first. So can you just get one of the wigs that you own that's dark, and can you do an install video and post it and tag us and say it's our hair?
What?
Put this link in your bio and take a few pictures and post it and tag it as our hair, and then if it gets good results, we'll send you out a wig.
Trying to get free. They think you're dumb.
You
know who that has worked
what
on?
kind of offer?
I'm sure people have definitely
tried
it
it.
done it, being like, oh my god, let me do this, and that's them getting
The
free promo
biggest
for something they
scam
haven't
running.
done.
You know what I hate? It's like, so in my emails, right, it'll be like Fashion Nova collaboration. And like, first of all, the email has no structure.
Amelia McCabe and we at Fashion Nova want to offer you $1,000.
$1,000
The one I got
monthly.
that was wild.
Wow.
Mine was for reality TV. They're like, oh, we saw you and Are You the One, and we'd love to have you on Big Brother America. You have
Was
to be
it
an
fake?
American. It was fake as hell. It was like, you have to be an American citizen. So I responded back and said, well, if you had watched Are You the One, you would have known it was a global series because I don't live in America.
Literally.
So if I have to be an American citizen, I can't do your show. And they were like, oh, it's okay, we'll bend the rules for you because of the exception. So I went into the email and I clicked in. It was like bigbrother.google something. I was like,
yo,
you
these
know
people
what
are
kind of idiots fall
scamming,
for
bro.
this? They're proper scamming. I think they tailor it to fit your page.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I was like, Big Brother? I was like, what?
But the thing is, like, this type of stuff works on smaller influencers.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of, like, people who would want to start out come to me and be like, oh, this brand offered to work with them, whatever. Is this fake or is this real? And I would tell them this is fake. And they would get so offended as if I'm trying to stop them
block
from
their
getting the job.
blessings.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, but what do you mean it's fake? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
Why would
babe,
they ask you in the first place
just I'm just letting you know that this is not real. If you want to go ahead, go ahead. But
Yeah,
like
that happened when we came out of our show. A couple of the girls were getting like pre-LT, they were getting Shein, they were getting so many of these fake emails hit them up. But one of the girls on our show has actually worked with PLT, so she sent me like, you know, I showed you that thing that she sent me if I was trying to get like direct contact with PLT, and she was like, that's not the email they use, like they don't use generic ones. And I'm like, I'm sure some people in the group probably thought that she was hating, but for her to say it, I was like, this is someone who's worked with them. She clearly knows what email they use. Lie? Like, it's a bit of just that common sense, but that is like wild that we live like in a time where people are trying to scam people for like their hard work.
To be honest with you, like, we just have to look out for each other. Like, even us, like, not many people know what we're saying right now about wigs and stuff like that, and email people that want to influence and the frauds and stuff. So, like, I even wanted to tap into the tips and tricks we should give women and even people in general in regards to. Trick.
Like, if you genuinely have an influencer friend and they're giving you advice, they're not trying to stop your bag. They're probably actually saving your time.
I'm just trying to help. Before you do it, do it. I'm just trying to help your life.
Literally.
But I don't know.
So just to jump into the tips and tricks, I mentioned this to you guys earlier. Ladies, if you're using a public toilet, you probably noticed already. First of all, avoid using a public toilet, okay? Because we all know, like,
But if you're going to wee on yourself,
use it. But what I would suggest is if you're going in, right, you see the tissue, right? You take off the first layer, put that in the toilet, then use the second layer, because obviously I feel like the outside layer, because apparently when you flush the toilet, the bacteria actually comes out of it. So yeah, even when you finish peeing, right, obviously you use the tissue, then put the just do that. Then also stand up, pull up your pants, then flush the toilet. Please don't flush the toilet while your private part is still rascal out, like exposed.
Wait, but how would you do that if you're sat there and you have to turn people?
Hey yo, no, like, I mean, like, it's kind of a weird sight, right? But I don't know, like, in my head, I just imagine the person, like, okay, they finish peeing, right? They wipe themselves and they stand up and they flush without putting their trousers on. So yeah, I think that's a tip. Yeah, I feel like that's a tip and trick, guys, just to keep the.
What are the tips and tricks? Like, is there any like makeup hacks
eyelash glue, the clear one? You can actually use it to glue your wig. Let's say it's slipping a bit, like your wig is slipping a bit.
Very, very strong.
It's very quick.
When you're taking it off.
I used it.
Strong.
The eyelash glue.
Do you know what brand I love?
What duo?
Any eyelash glue, actually. It's very, very strong.
Not the black one now, guys. Don't go and use black eyelash glue.
Like, make sure it's clear. But Melt Effect, Irish brand, I actually have this little pen thing that you can carry on the go with you for laying down your frontals, so you don't have to take the massive.
That's the right way. But if you want to use eyelash glue, you can do that.
It's cheap, guys. I love Melt Effect. I don't even know the name of the babe, but she's always been a sweetheart. I love her products. I'll forever rep Melt Effect hard.
What other tips and tricks, guys, do you have for girls, ladies?
I feel like tips and tricks for, like, even just being, like, this is for the ladies, like, you know, just being like a, you know, soft life for a feminine babe. Like, let people do things for you.
Yes, Roz.
Like, you know, like, as simple as if you're walking towards a door and there's a guy beside you, don't just go.
Just stand like this. As he's opening the door, just stand like this.
Like, move and let me open the door.
No, you know, if you drop something and there's a guy beside, he's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
You just need to stand.
Just stand like this.
Just little things of, like, just like
this.
There's some bastards out there that won't pick it up.
No, I think I wasn't.
Give it 5 seconds. They'll pick it up. I promise you. They pick it up.
I won't, like, if they don't come for their masculinity, I'm joking.
You just look at them. That's
I'm like, as a man, I'm joking.
As a man.
No, but I feel like as well though, like that works both ways. Because let's say, for example, I won't lie, you're quite petite. So you look like a damsel. So naturally people would like to like
overplay.
Let's say, for example, let's say we're going to more shopping, right? I won't lie, because you're smaller than me, I'd open the door for you.
Yeah.
Do you get me? You guys have those kind of friends that turn on your masculine energy?
Some men are just not raised with manners.
This is fair. But it's like at least let them open the door for it to happen. Don't go straight like.
Don't go.
This is
the door like.
That's what I said. I was like, that's when I know I'll find the one, when he brings me out of my masculine energy. When he
I know,
stops me.
but also you still need to practice your feminine as well.
These boys are really slow and stupid though.
Yeah, they are slow and stupid, but like it's naturally in them.
But the thing is, like, in your femininity, you also need to act like you're stupid.
Yeah.
If a guy's picking me up for a date, I'm gonna stand at the door of the car because
Literally.
in my head you should understand. If I'm standing there, I'm waiting for you to open the door for me. Like,
True.
Just like little things.
If I'm standing there waiting and looking at you, I would be so vexed.
I imagine that. I imagine so.
Like, the hell?
No, but I feel like that also plays into how you carry yourself as well. Like.
But you have to. But that's the thing. You need to learn how to carry yourself. Because people scream like, "Oh, soft life, feminine this, feminine this, feminine this." But then actually, like, give it a go. Like, don't just
try
be
it
talking
out.
about it.
It's so fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
give it a go.
I think I tapped into it maybe like 2 years ago, and ever since then I was just like, wow, this is even just small things just making my life easier. Do you get me? Like carrying my bag, opening the door, letting me go first. Do you get me? Like,
ask for everything and anything. If you're not comfortable or the slightest bit uncomfortable, like just speak up. Like if it's a case where you're eating somewhere, your food is not hot, just say it. Like just make your life easier for yourself. Like life is so simple.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I could talk about the situation, but there was one time like I was actually dating this guy, and like at the time, now I liked him first of all because before you guys come for me, I did like him, and I feel like I'm somebody like I won't ask a man that I don't like or I'm not attracted to for something, but I was genuinely attracted to this guy when we were dating. And like at the time, you know, my birthday was coming up, you know what I mean? And the birthday hair was looking like 300-400. I wasn't even trying to pay that, do you get me? So I asked. And now I have a bust down 32, like, do you get me? And
ask and you shall receive.
And I you know what, yeah, even though like it didn't end the way I wanted to, I still appreciate him to this day because damn, I got the bust down 32. Like I never thought I'd ever have that in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
I got my first 30-inch wig as well from my ex. This was like the first.
Shout out you.
The first 2 weeks that we were dating.
I'm currently playing this game, right?
He got me my first.
Same. Oh my god, girl, you have to
My
ask.
ex wouldn't buy me the wig when I asked for my birthday, and that's when I knew
How did you
I had to
ask?
dump his
Ross,
ass.
wait, how did Ross ask? First of all, leave me alone. Ross, how did you ask?
He asked me
That's
what I
the
wanted for
problem.
my.
You need to ask before they make you their girlfriend.
Damn,
They're
I'm
still
playing
trying
this
to
game
impress
wrong.
I won't lie to you because like obviously it didn't end how I wanted to, right?
Yeah.
But because I had the bust down 30, it didn't hurt too much. Yeah. Because like you know what I mean? Like at least I'm crying in my bust down 32.
Me,
like
the thing is, I think I'm just so traumatized from asking and not getting stuff. I just do shit myself because I don't even want the
But
disappointment.
are you being feminine about it though?
how did you ask?
So he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, I've got everything else. That it was just the wig that I had left. Can you get me that? And he said he wasn't buying me a wig.
No,
for my birthday.
that's not how you're supposed to ask.
Oh, teach me.
No, like I saw, yeah, go.
Okay. So, what you want for your birthday?
Oh, you're thinking about getting me a birthday present?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
So what are you thinking of getting me?
I don't know. What do you want me to get you? Let me just.
Can we
get
pause
something
there?
you want.
Because it's a lesson. Pause. Do you see the tone of her voice when you're asking someone, and even your mother?
Body language.
When your body
I'm
language,
looking at you,
your tone. Do you get me? Calm. Continue.
Go on.
What are you thinking of getting me?
Do you know what? To make it easier, just tell me what you want. I got you.
You'd really get me anything?
I'd get you anything.
Really?
You want. Anything.
Look at Rose is coming. Rose.
I want to spoil you, girl. Spend my
So-
money.
There's this wig that I really want, but I feel like it's a bit too expensive, so I don't want it.
No, there's nothing too expensive for you.
So
Nothing
you
too
got it for me?
expensive. I'll get it for you.
You know, I would.
Thank you, babe.
Pause. You know, what, I wouldn't even say it's expensive. I'll just be like,
No, you have to say, because
Really?
it's their ego. And, like,
You know, you're right, you're right.
I
it's
just
on
need
their
to
ego.
pump their ego.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So you have to be like,
I'ma work
you
on
have
it.
to make them feel so, but then they're gonna be like, yeah, you know, this is just chill. You know, just
guys, remember when I mentioned in the a couple like an earlier pod that stroking a man's ego is a sport.
Yeah.
You gotta do it, and not even because of if it's what for things you want, just because you just have to do it.
Sometimes
But
it's
like
quite self-degrading. I'm not gonna lie, because some men are very. I mean,
I won't lie, I don't stroke.
Thing,
Look on
but some men take the piss
I
and
do it all the time.
Yeah.
they enjoy like seeing women like look small and feel small in front of them.
That's when it's toxic.
But
I feel like the majority of men are toxic. They love that toxic
like,
love.
to be honest, it's not every man's ego you're stroking though.
No.
Yeah, depends.
I won't like a man. If a man comes to
stroke a man's ego,
I
give
feel
them
like
insults first.
I don't know, like
I just
it's
think
fun
I've become
sometimes.
so like desensitized because of my
no, because
traumas.
I'm exactly like you. But I'll know when to, because I'm very big. I can insult.
Yeah,
and if I
my
insult you, you'll
traumas.
never forget it in your life. Like,
Damn.
I promise you.
That's
but,
me.
but I also know if I actually need, if I'm asking you for something I actually need it, I know exactly how to ask you, because I'm not gonna be gra with you and be asking you that. As in like, because there's ways that you ask to be like, look at what other men are doing for their girls, or look at whatever, and that you're just like trying to put them down or whatever. And then there's ways like where you can
down. If
where
you're
you
not doing
can
something,
it's putting down.
Look at
There's
your
ways-
mates.
There's ways you can build a man up to want to. You have to make him think that like it's his idea. Don't tell him what to do. Don't tell him buy me this. You need to make him think that it was his idea to
I'ma try
buy
that.
you this.
Yeah.
And then when he buys it for you, you'd be like, oh my God, you thought of doing this for me?
Oh,
You know?
I get it.
You have to make it think that
so
it's
I need
his
to
idea.
plant the thought in his head,
Yeah.
and then make it sound like it was his idea the whole time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
how
love this.
You know what, guys?
So if you want a new phone, oh my God, babe, like, I don't know, my phone storage is just so full, and I just don't know, and like my camera is just being weird, like I don't know what to do. Men love to like be,
But like
be
even
like a
that,
solution. So you need to make him feel like he's giving you a solution to your problem.
can I tell you something? I agree with you, but what you like, I don't know about the complaining aspect though. I just feel like over complaining might be a bit. I just feel like
But you'd be complaining to yourself though, be like, oh, like just be like, oh, like, you know, this is going on with me.
You know
I don't know
what?
what to do, you know, type thing.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I you know what? I
yeah.
hear it. Because when I be complaining about my life, I be like complaining about work. I don't complain about the other stuff. But it's like, it's true. They'll be giving me advice as if they're actually able to change my life.
Bro, you know what? Thank you for bringing. Wait, first of all, I want to bring up because I don't want to lose my train of thought. But like, yes, put men to use. I won't lie to you. One of the few questions I ask a man before, like in the talking stage, is, can you fix a light bulb? Can you fix an IKEA shelf? Like, what can you
Men
change
are
a wheel?
natural
Like, I just like people
are
knowing
so
that they
right.
can fix stuff.
Maybe that
to
is my
implant it to your
toxic
brain.
But
Because
every man can fix a light bulb. But let me tell you, if you tell my if you go to your man and be like, oh, please help me fix this, whatever, he's gonna long it. But if you do, like, the way you approach it, like,
yeah.
oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. I've been trying to do this myself, whatever. His natural instinct to provide or to protect whatever's gonna kick in. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what, I can do
Toxic,
this for
y'all.
you.
I really just learned I'm toxic because honestly, if I want something, I just get it myself.
Yeah.
If I need to fix something, I'm really Bob the Builder. Like, I will go and get a drill. Guys, I have
Barbara.
a sander in my house.
Barbara, you need to chill, bro.
Screwdrivers,
Bro.
drill.
That's a choice. Stop
Because,
it.
You need to stop.
And I'll be
I'm gonna
complaining, I
lie.
want soft life base,
But
soft
it's
life
not.
base,
But
I'm
this
making
is
my life hard.
But what I'm talking about is not even in regards to like a guy that you're seeing. This is even with guy friends.
Yeah.
I can call any of my guy friends to help me out with any of that stuff. Like,
Do you know
in
what?
the
I feel
same
like
tone.
I'm actually blessed. The guys that I would consider friends, they're actually like, I think
They're
they do a lot
useful?
of stuff. They're useful. They would do it without me having to ask. But I think it's also because I provide so much food.
I feel like as well, right? Even just to tap into the dark side of things, men have audacity, right? Cool.
Too much.
And also, like, let's just they're at the end of the day, right? Let's say in regards to dating, not friendly now. They're gonna want research. We just can't say, yeah. They're gonna want research, right? So, not that you should make them work for the research, but they're gonna want something. So you should be allowed to ask for what you want and request it. Do you get me?
you just make them believe that they're gonna get the research that they'll never get.
That is the way
That's
to do
all.
it.
You
Oh,
don't need
it's
to tell
not
them
my-
that they're not
but
gonna
yes.
get it. Look, not everything has to be like,
Yeah.
you know, in the open. Just be like, okay, you want this, no problem. But
This is
know,
what you gotta do.
This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want.
to
And
meet
after
me at my
he's done
standards.
everything, after he's done everything,
Yeah.
and he's asking, you now say, so do you think now because you've done this and this,
Yeah.
you think that you should get this? And wait for his answer. Wait for his answer. If he says yes because I took you to eat McDonald's,
And you know what? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so happy you said that. I'm so happy that you're here on the 7th of July and said what you just said, because I was on TikTok or something, or Twitter even, and this woman said, okay, cool. When a guy asks you out and he wants you to meet him, okay, pay for her Uber. If she has a child, pay for the babysitter. The dinner is gonna be like so amount. Her ride back home, okay, you spent 400. Cool. For what? Some pum pum, right? Calm. Now, a person that actually does this for a living, like, actually, am I allowed to say, like, you know, prostitution, Braza, is it?
Just say Braza.
Braza, she's getting 500. So you spent like, let's say 400, right, on a date, and you're giving a browser 500. So if you want to pay for that, you pay your 500, but don't waste my time like thinking you can pay all these things. Like if you want this end result, you got to lay
it's
down.
not your time he's wasting, his time he's wasting.
Yeah.
Because in the end, like, it's not.
Yeah,
You're not gonna force
if
me.
you're
Like,
actually if you're gonna give it.
If you're gonna give it,
realistically, men will never come to you and straight up and be like, okay, so I'm gonna do all this for you, so you have to do this.
Shit, because that sounds
Yeah,
so terrible.
It's after they do all of this, they'll now be suggesting.
We are just saying. Do you know, this was something that we had a conversation about. Like, I feel like relationships and everything, it's just games. Because to me, right now, what I just gathered from all the conversation we had there is that we're all just tricking each other. Girls are tricking guys to make it seem like they're doing the things we want, to be like our heroes and all of this stuff. And guys are tricking girls to get research. We're all just
Guys are definitely tricking girls to get
all tricking each
get
other.
research.
We're all playing games.
But I feel like women are still more, like, not all women now, but women are still more genuine because men are there to help. They are there to do these physical things that women can't do. Do you get me? However, like, men nowadays shouldn't trick women into having research. That is bad. But
men back in the day would be paying women's bills to get this research. Now you want to take me on a Nando's date and you want me to give you the research.
I was just about to say, it's because a lot of the guys now, they just don't put in as much effort.
It's not the same. Like, I feel like as years go by, it gets worse and worse and worse.
And
chivalry is dead. 100% dead.
And like, what's also scary is that, sorry, it threw me off, but like, sorry guys, I blanked.
Yeah, so
sorry guys, I blanked.
Chivalry is dead, and it's like the one thing that like I just hate now. Okay, I was listening to a podcast. I was telling Demi this earlier on. So there's this podcast I was listening to, and these guys were talking about how they can now date girls, and they know at the very early stage of dating a girl that they're most likely not going to wife this girl. Why are you dating her and tricking her into believing that that's the end goal for her when you know deep down within yourself that isn't it? You're dating 5 people, but you're wasting money to take this girl out and lead her on and to believe that this is who you want.
Okay, I have a story.
Go on.
If you're watching this, please don't hate me.
Hate her. Hate her. I'm joking.
But there was this guy that I was temporarily talking to who, please don't hate me.
Hate her.
Who is a Muslim. I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
He's a very strong Muslim. And his type would also be light-skinned, mixed-race women, which I am not. And we, spoke about all these things on the first date. And I asked you what your type is, whatever. And you've just told me that I'm the opposite of your type. And you think I'm not going to think
one or two.
You're looking for research. You're looking to take me serious. I'm the same. Oh, but I'm still trying to get to know you, though. I'm trying to see where this goes. To where you just told me
what you
straight up in the first hour of our first date that I am not what you're looking for, and you expect me to want to continue. Like,
I had something similar to that as well. So it was this guy that I was talking to, and we got on very well. I could tell he liked my frame of mind, how I thought and all this stuff. But he blatantly came out and said that me and him would never get to marriage because he's a Muslim and I'm a Christian. Like, his family would never accept it. So, bro, why are you still talking to me?
So you said so that you're indirectly telling me that what you're looking for is nothing serious.
Yeah. But like, because he didn't want to completely stay out straight, which makes it bad.
Yeah. But you said it because I asked you what your type is.
What about Romeo and Juliet?
You've explained the exact opposites of what your type is.
Juliet.
And I'm sitting in front of you, and I'm not thinking I'm feeling like bread because I'm like, what am I even here?
You want to come for me? What? I'm not Juliet, bro.
And even saying, especially that line, like realistically, I'd want to settle down with a Muslim woman or whatever. That's cool. That's perfect.
That's awesome.
But what am I doing here?
What am I doing?
Like, what is the reason that I'm
here?
You
don't want me.
They always buy enough more they can chew. That's what I mean, audacity.
They're so cheeky. No, men said, I had a man say it to me as well. He said, one thing men have is audacity.
Absolute audacity. No cap.
Always take a chance on whatever they can get.
Literally.
Always. So guys, I'm gonna try the feminine thing a little bit. The next guy.
I think she definitely try it.
I'm gonna play the dancing. I'll let you know, Ayo. I'll message you. I'll give you a whole brief of the whole day. I'll be like, I stood there and I was blinking at him at the door and I was like,
what's it called? Have you guys tried Hinge?
No. I fucking hate that app. This week, right? She made me go back onto Hinge.
Don't point at me like I owe you
anything,
please.
It's you. And we were legit video calling, and we went through my Hinge together. So
yo,
she was like,
girls,
left, right. It
girls,
was so much fun.
1 second, pause. Girls, if you're bored, go on FaceTime with your girl, download Hinge, and just do it together.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah, because you get to see, do you know your girl's type, or like, you know, the
I
vibe.
was telling her,
That's
the people
so scary.
who are
Imagine
on Hinge
somebody
are
I
crazy.
know finds me on Hinge. I would be mortified.
That's why we don't do it in our country,
Oh,
babe.
you
We
don't use
don't.
your
That's another tip. We don't
location.
use the
Don't
we
use
use
the
another
same country
location.
location.
They say I say this country a lot, but I'm not gonna say it on this this time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, change your location. Girl, what do I want to do in
Change
the
your
island?
shit,
So I
girl.
can come and see you every cup on the weekend, yeah? Absolutely not. So we
Yeah.
changed the location and we were doing left, right, because I was very adamant with her that I feel like a bunch of weirdos exist on Hinge. I had this one guy on Hinge tell me that he wanted to have a baby with me after 2
Damn.
days. Like he was non-stop calling. He told me he didn't have an Instagram but somehow found my Instagram.
Damn.
Men can be very
Like it
Hinge
was
is
so
crazy.
scary.
I will lie. I was on this. I downloaded Hinge. Just come in and sit down. I downloaded Hinge right before I went to New York, and obviously I was swiping left, swiping right. So obviously matched with this guy, very handsome or whatever. And he said he was very normal. And then obviously we went on to went off the app, and obviously we went off to Snapchat. And that should have been the first red flag. And then it just got bare sexual. He was sending me voice notes like saying that like I should get naked and work, and I should start doing stuff to myself and work and stuff. It was rascals. It was rascals.
You don't
Americans are crazy.
know, no man ever in his life has ever had the confidence to ever ask me, first of all, for nudes. To ever ask me, what am I wearing to sleep, or what? I've never experienced.
You just got out of the shower without
get
me.
the audacity from?
I've never gotten anyone ask me for stuff, but they would look at my Instagram and like assume it's very sexual and all that. Even though I feel like I'm not even that sexual, but it's just the way my body is shaped. I have ridiculously long legs. No matter what I wear, I'm always going to look like I'm wearing micro mini.
Yeah.
But it was like it's just the audacity that they felt like they could send me stuff. Like how send me a Snapchat of
Unprovoked.
with his hands under his shirt.
Unprovoked, bro. Unprovoked.
So remember that time I told you I got an explicit photo. I was at work. Like I work in GMP. Like I was suited and booted. Like massive white suits with a hood, mask on my face, and he's sending me like an extremely explicit video at work while I'm scooping.
They don't
Isn't
care.
that really weird though? Like, do you not
crazy.
think like
No
I don't know.
consent.
I know like it's normal for even some couples or like in relationships to like do. I've never had that type of experience with anybody before ever.
I feel like if you're my husband, maybe you can ask.
But is it normal? Like,
It's definitely no. It depends on more like love, but you have to trust this person with your entire.
but
life,
even if
man.
you trust them, why would I want to randomly see your, in the middle of the day?
I think
I
to
feel
this.
like if I'm obsessed with my husband, I would.
I don't know.
I don't know. You have to be really attracted to that man, but I don't know what makes them think that we're attracted to. But then again, there's women out
Do you know
there.
what? I completely get it if it's completely like out of nowhere. But I feel like that's something I'd do to my future husband.
But
I
it's
would like to
always
throw you
out
off
of
at work. If I think you're working too much or something, I would
I don't know about that
100%.
one.
I would 100%.
What you don't know about like him sending you
Just,
random pics, like
or even like both ways, or even like sexual like messages. It's just like weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's just weird.
Roz,
You see my
get out of here.
Don't you think? I
But
don't
I've
know.
been changed. This 2023, I've been on a cleanse. It's been me and God only.
Really?
But like
Very
maybe
proud of
it's not because
myself.
I'm even thinking like let's say even when I'm married, I still couldn't like imagine the
No.
thought of.
I know I'm going to be problematic.
hope this is not like a too personal. Like, how do you think in your future marriage you'd make your marriage exciting, like in that way, but also not in that way?
I feel like research is research, and our excitement would come from other things like traveling, like,
Fairs.
whatever. Like research is research. I would never do all that extra crazy whatever extra stuff.
Fairs, yeah.
Because I feel like we were not built for that. Like we're just trying to find different things to
Yeah.
kind of like keep us engaged. But it's like, let's say now the relationship is getting boring now, and your man decides he wants to cheat.
Damn.
Let's say you're not exciting him.
Why do you say it like
the
that?
same research that he's doing with you, the exact same position. The
Damn.
exact same positions
No,
he's gonna
I'm
do
not
with
gonna
another
lie, I
woman.
know these speakings on Fox,
It's
yo.
the same positions. He's not gonna go and ask this other woman to now be like doing like mad crazy.
Yeah.
It's the exact
Exact
same
same.
positions. You
It's
can't get bored of
true.
with your partner. You can't get bored of research. What are
Yeah.
you getting tired of?
True.
Unless you fall out of love with each other, that's probably the
Yeah, that's the only
People
reason.
don't have to be in love to enjoy research.
Okay, hey,
So love still doesn't have anything.
she's
to do
saying
with it
something
either.
though. She's saying something.
What exactly are you bored of?
Damn, I'm not gonna lie. It's like when you actually hear from her perspective, you're like,
She
lies
she
are
might
being
be saying something.
told.
She might be saying
God
something.
damn it, that is crazy.
I don't know what I don't like. Obviously, I do agree with you. Traveling definitely. Then obviously traveling and doing research in
you do
different
research
places.
all over the world.
Research all over the world.
On the balcony.
Everywhere. Literally. Nah, I'm with it still.
That's adventurous enough now.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be able to tell my kids, like, you were conceived in Greece. You were
Paris.
conceived in Paris.
Out the window.
Literally.
In the car.
That's excitement.
That is
okay,
exciting.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I really, really agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Photos are also risky.
For us,
And you know, like, how your day goes also depends on the research. Like, if you've just been out for a gorgeous dinner, like, or you guys have just done a painting.
I really love how
sip,
she's
like,
using the research in
it's
this
the-
sentences.
Yeah, like, it's not what happens in the research itself, it's what surrounds the research.
Yeah.
That makes it something
It's the build up.
Open your eyes.
I won't lie, I was even talking to my girls at one point. I said, like, let's say for example you're with your man or whatever. Foreplay doesn't start when you're in the bedroom. It starts when he picked you up.
From the mind.
And he's, his hand is on your thigh. You're rubbing his neck. That's when it starts.
You know, from the way he talks.
Do not put your hand on my thigh unless you drive an automatic car, please. You don't drive an automatic car. Keep your hand on that gas stick.
Hey, yo, them manual just be trying it though. What?
Not on an automatic, babe. Yeah, life is sweet, man.
No.
That can't just be chilling.
Can I tell you what's mad awkward? Hold on, babe, 1 sec.
Yeah, please.
I'm not gonna lie.
Automatic car only. What?
Sorry, that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I
the
get
life
that.
will change. Your left leg and your right hand is just chilling.
Nah, automatic is crazy.
But listen, like, I don't think you need to be doing all that stuff to spice up.
You know what? Actually, I hear it because earlier on I was thinking, I was like, but no, you know what? After your points, actually, you know what? I hear it. It's actually very, very, very.
Because
fair
people
enough.
really be opening their marriages or opening their relationships to some crazy
To
stuff just because they say they're
Roscoe.
bored.
Yeah.
You've now opened your relationship to 3 researchers?
Yeah,
4
I've
researches?
read stories and stuff like that where
Group
people will say
researches?
they want to like
Boyfriend and girlfriend swap
swap
researches?
swingers. I learned that on my show.
What's
We
swingers?
played Never Have I Ever, and they were like, never ever been swingers. Swingers are when it's like you and another couple, but you switch partners. Yeah, I was like, that's what I said. I was like, y'all are freaks.
That's crazy.
But that's like a personal problem though. You can't say you're so bored in your
How
relationship
could you?
that you need
Yeah,
to. That's crazy.
Damn.
yeah.
Just say you want to be single actually, because what?
I was listening to, I think, Alani's pod, and there was this girl and her boyfriend who were doing research, but they decided to invite a friend into it. So this is also weird. So like they're all friends, which is really, really wild. But she says that now whenever they go out and she's not there, that other friend is doing too much with her boyfriend.
Why would she not?
Well, I was like, she already knows what he looks like. She knows what's there.
Yeah.
Why would
I
she
was like,
not?
she's eyeing your man when you are not there. I was like, that is crazy.
Literally. What's called Ross? Story times.
Story time. Okay.
Look.
Ooh, okay.
She loves me reading these.
I love when Ross
okay.
reads the story. Read the second one actually.
So, Falari.
Yes.
Falari 25. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, I love these Nigerian stories though. Okay. So I met a lady at the front of ICM. She was hot, she was sexy, tall with big boobs. I'm a boobs guy. I was attracted immediately. As a fan guy, we exchanged numbers. We started talking. I asked her on a date and she was first forming hard to get, but eventually we met. This girl was just chewing gum like a She even had a refill. When one gets tasteless, she'll stick it on the back of her hand and open another one and start chewing again. I don't have a problem with chewing gum though, but when you're chewing out loud, is a no. She was even using the gum to make balloons and she'd burst it. You can imagine that sound it makes. I was embarrassed. Immediately after a pop, everyone in the restaurant would turn and look, and you can see the disgust in their faces. I didn't spend up to an hour with her. I just paid the bills and I left. Money way, I suppose, used buy food stuff for a house.
No, but imagine bringing that kind of person around your mom.
But
Or
you
like
know
the
so
guy.
Funny. I can just imagine, like, you know those
Like,
old
chink,
school
chink,
Nollywood
chink,
movies, and
chink.
she's like,
You remember when we were younger, when we began our hair done, the auntie would be chewing gum.
Shy.
Chewing the gum.
That's absolutely imagine like bring.
on a date.
That's no. Do you guys chew?
I do chew chewing gum, but like, I wouldn't have it like in a restaurant or.
I chew it before the
But
date
that
and I
would have
just
been
throw it
an
away.
addiction.
I
You
throw
can
it
tell
away.
that she's a regular. I'm wondering how she was not chewing when
Do you know
you
those
approached her
Nigerian babes
though.
are like, that's like what she's at.
That's probably what it was. Oh, that's a shame.
I'm trying to
That's a
remember like
shame.
a bad first date.
I was just
By
about
trying to
say-
put them
I
behind.
was gonna ask. I was like, what has been the nastiest pet peeve that you've had on a date? I know.
Let me
mine
tell you guys
already.
something.
Go on.
Go on.
Say it like that.
I've had some stupid experiences with men.
Oh.
Because men can be very stupid sometimes.
Yes. Indeed. Of course.
So I met up with this guy. I was coming out this time. I was still living in my parents' house. So I came all the way from Westmead. If you're watching this, bruh,
she's not sorry.
no,
we are talking to you directly.
I met this guy. Oh, I want to say his name. I don't care if you're watching this. His name was Dio. So I came to come and meet Dio. And he was like, oh, you know what? Should we get some food? Whatever. He brought me to Burger King. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, should I eat the Burger King? He was not eating the Burger King like, I don't know, like something else. Like, so I didn't have any appetite then, so I couldn't eat any Burger King. So I didn't eat the Burger King. I just drank Fanta.
Shit. Imagine someone eating and it's turning you off your food.
Literally. So then he was like, oh, okay, I just need to go somewhere to go pick something up or go somewhere, whatever. He brought me to a trap house. And let me tell you, I didn't know what a trap house was or that it was a trap house. We were just walking up. He just got the key to some door under a bridge. And we were walking up and he was like, oh, if you see any needles on the ground, just don't be scared. Just like keep walking straight. We now walk up straight, get upstairs. There's now a room with a bed in the room. A bed is a bedroom. And there's no service up here. There's no service. So I'm now like trying to text my friend. I'm like, oh my God, this is my location, blah, blah. None of my things.
Service wasn't working.
Isn't going. So I'm like, oh my God, do you have service? I just need to,
like
text me, okay? He's like, yeah. He was like, oh, can you do hair? I was like, yeah, I can.
Cut the cameras, Dennis.
I was like, yeah, I could cornrow, whatever. And then he started off in his top and off in his trousers. And I just stood there frozen. And he was just like, oh, like, just relax, like, I'm just getting comfortable. And in my head, I was thinking, like, this is the end of my life. Like, I'm going to get raped here, and nobody's going to find me in this trap house with no service, whatever. Last, I shot corner on his hair.
So man got naked for you to Brady's hair.
I'm a nice person at the end of the day.
I didn't want to argue with the guy.
Yeah, of course. It's a sticky situation. Yeah.
He put some music on the TV. He was doing whatever, and he still had like a Nigerian accent
at the time.
So
it's gone now.
So, Dio, if you're watching this, oh my goodness.
Goodness me.
That is weird.
But I don't cornered his hair. And then he was just like, oh, do you want to... And this point, some service came in, so I told my friend to call me and tell me that I have to go. So she called me and I said I have to go. And then he was like, oh, you're going so fast? And I was just like, yeah.
So soon, come on.
I have to be somewhere. But I had never been so traumatized in my life.
Goodness
me.
me.
Like, bring me to a trap house.
On the run.
How can you bring me to a trap house and not tell me you're bringing me to a trap house?
Did it smell?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Goodness me.
But I think I did see a needle on the floor on the way up.
Shit.
No, it actually, Jenny, sounds like he was on the run from something. Like that's where he was living.
I
For him
think
to turn around and say that,
because
let's
I don't
get
know why
comfortable.
would we
See, that's what the economic crisis is doing. Is causing people to live there.
What year was this, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, this was a while ago, maybe 2019.
Okay.
2018, 2019.
Dublin has always been an economic crisis. That's
To
what
be
I'm
frank.
on.
I remember this day I went on. It was actually, I think it was the first. I'm not gonna lie. So I think we went to cinema. Cool. Went to cinema, watched a movie. That's calm. Now we was in the car. We were just chatting and stuff. Why did this guy tell me his whole sexual history?
Oh.
Talking about all the bodies and like just telling me everything. And I was just like, I was gonna like you. I was really I really thought you were.
But what do you think his intention was? What was the reason?
Why would he say his own?
No, but I think, and I mentioned it earlier to him because I think at one point I obviously just said, yeah, like we're not gonna go there.
Was
and
he trying to prove how experienced he was?
I think he was. I think it came from an insecure side. You know, obviously when you're like in front of a female, you're obviously trying to impress. But I just think he didn't impress me in the right way that he thought he could impress me. Do you get me? Because maybe like all the women he's been with, they've been impressed only by his sexual side, but not his actual intelligence. I was looking because no
offense to him, but he did bring it to the cinema on the first date.
True, but like that's just the first date to break the ice.
What kind of breaking the ice in the cinema?
Where you can't talk.
But like
what?
Sis.
The only conversation you guys had was in the car on the way home.
Fairs.
Damn.
But like, okay, fair enough.
It
For
wasn't
backstory,
even like cinema and food.
He's not someone that like. This is the first time I'm meeting him. He is someone that I've known before. Like we were like in the kind of like I don't want to talk to him because Ireland is very small, but like I've seen him before anyways in circles. Did you get me? So like obviously I'd met him before, so obviously I said like the cinema date could be calm, like just to like ease stuff off. But I knew it wasn't gonna be the last day. I knew there was gonna be more. Obviously it was the last day after now, like after hearing all that stuff there. But I was just like so flabbergasted that he was able to tell me all these things comfortably. But as I was saying, I thought he was trying to impress me, but he was trying to impress me with this because all the women that he's been around has been impressed only by his sexual side. But I was gonna hint at like when you're like honestly, yeah, one of the reasons why I date older people is because they have a lot of knowledge that you can actually tap into. Do you get me? Do you not think so?
I don't think so.
Who are you dating that's not giving you?
I've
learned a lot.
I've dated an older guy that has sense in my life. But
no, in regards to like life, not in regards to actual.
No, in regards to life.
Really?
Yeah.
They be dropping gems like.
Gems like what?
Gems.
About like, you know, how to make money. Like how to make like about cars,
probably
like just stuff that I didn't know. Like
you probably come across like really responsible older guys.
Yeah, that one, that one. But like, do you guys not?
You know, I'm extremely responsible and mature.
I now think that like men in like their like let's say 22, 23 age range are the most responsible and the best to date.
Fairs.
If you
what 23?
22, 23.
No.
If you are like
I can't do that.
26 and above, most of the time, most of the people that I've come across, there's something seriously wrong.
I low-key agree because that's the age range.
I won't lie to you. I'd feel really bad dating someone 22 to 27. Why? Because like you're actually growing. Like you're still chasing the bag. Like,
yeah, but they're still more. They're still so much more focused than the older generation.
Really?
Do you know what? I kind of hear it.
Goodness.
I kind of hear it. How am I going out on a date with a 32-year-old and I still have to drop you home?
Ship. But like, mind you, like I think it's not the majority of these 23-year-olds though.
Not the majority.
And like, I feel like it's not the majority.
There's some guys out there who genuinely have their shit together.
I just feel like obviously we can't just like generalize everything because there are still people up there that's like
have their shit together. But they're just not serious. Doesn't mean they're not mature. They're just not ready to settle down.
I don't know. I don't think so because I feel like I'm 21 and I would date 27 and above now. So I don't think I've dated a guy so far that has their life more together than mine is. And they're at that age.
You're a woman, number one. A lot of us women tend to have our shit together.
But to me, that's not good enough, though, because I'm dating in that age range for a reason. I'm dating somebody who can be on the same level as
also,
and I'm agreeing with you.
But mind you as well, we have to also blame our environment that we're in right now. We don't. I feel like there's not many options in this environment.
Not in this country.
I don't date in this country. It's everywhere.
Really?
It's everywhere.
Oh, it's definitely everywhere.
Like I don't know, like.
Even the UK is terrible. I don't know what they're doing with their lives at 27 and above. I don't know what they're doing.
Everybody's just lost.
I'm telling you. Honestly,
because I agree with you guys, but I'm also on the other end where like I kind of disagree because I do feel like there is people out there.
No, there's guys who are mature. They're just not ready to settle down. I feel like that's a lot of it. You know what I told you that where I'm finding it is that I feel like a lot of guys aren't ready to settle down until they see their friends settling down. Then they come to think they're like, oh, maybe it's time for me to tap out of the game. Everyone's tapping out of the game. That's what I'm starting to notice.
But then why would you want to date a follower? I hate followers.
Damn, she goes, he's not the leader of the group.
Don't even realize that they're following.
I need a leader in my life.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired of being the leader. Guys, let me tell you my horrible dates.
Go on, sorry.
So I went on this date with this guy, right? And he seemed very, very sweet. Then we went to TGIF. Okay. That was my first time ever going there. He was like, I need to try the ribs and stuff. Okay. So both got ribs. I couldn't finish mine, so he ate my half.
Oh, okay.
And like, but it was like, I never said you could.
He just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I remember him talking about his morning cleanse, where he drinks his morning cleanse that helps him, shit in the mornings with water and lemon on a date. Yeah. And then I remember him talking about how he used to have braces, and I was looking at him, and he had all this plaque in his teeth.
Damn.
And I remember sitting here thinking, how can someone who pays thousands to fix their teeth still not brush their teeth properly? And that was the end of it for me. And he tried to kiss me at the end of the night.
Shit.
I was like, oh, hell no.
How old were you?
He was much older than me. I think he was like 4 or 5 years older than me. And he was such a shit.
At the time, how old was you at the time?
So how old was I? So this would have been maybe like 3-4 years ago. And how old am I now? Okay, so he was definitely, I think, about 28.
You're a 28-year-old man. No offense, this is just my preference. You're a 28-year-old man and you dare to take me to TGIFs for our first date.
Shit. Well, where would you want to go on your first date?
To like an actual restaurant.
That's more my vibe.
Can I dress up because I can't dress up?
Guys, if somebody asked you to come out for drinks, would you go?
Drinks is fine.
I don't like.
I need to be fed because I'm a lightweight, bro.
Because
I'm getting drunk.
For me, I feel like you're trying to get me messed up, man. If you're taking me just out for drinks,
fine. But drinks is still like it still has a bit of class to it, you know.
Yeah, it does have class to it.
Even if like you guys decide to do something else after. But cinema, TJ, I'm looking at the ages. It's not even the dates itself. It's the ages that are going on. It's not making sense.
Yeah, it's really not. Okay, guys, you know what? I think we've got to wrap it up now. We've been going for a while. Maybe you are a pleasure. Like we could be here all day. Continue talking for an hour.
Because we need to run back on this.
Girl chat
we need to run back on this topic.
Thank you so much. Exactly, you will be back.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for listening. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
We have our Asha K giveaway, which is open to UK and Ireland. So please go comment, subscribe, do all those good stuff, and have a blessed week.
Yes, sir. Bye bye.
I need to piece about it.
The battery was about to die.